Hey, what's up, 180 Fit? See if anyone jumps on. If not, you guys go watch the awesome replay. So anyway, hope you guys are having a good week. And I'm going to put out a survey to find out like what days and times are best for you guys because I'm still not quite sure. I'm with new members. So if you are a new member, welcome. I'm so glad you are here. And I'm going to get started because I have some things to cover and I don't want to miss a beat. And I have to actually be off on time because I have a phone call, so I have to be off by 10:30. So anyway, today I just want to go over a few things with you. I want to go over the daily 7 that you're seeing me post every day and kind of go over that. And then I want to also talk to you about a thing that I think is a game changer for us on whether or not we're going to accomplish our goals and those kind of things. So first thing is the daily 7 I'm posting. So the 180 Fit Body Mind Method is a method that I created out of my own frustration, and with it, I have 7 pillars. So 7 things that I find are the absolute keys in order to have a fit and a successful life. Live that level 10 in every area. So when I talk about my coaching, I'm talking about not just coaching fitness. Yes, fitness is a part of it. But unless we lose the weight here and here, we're not going to lose it here permanently or lasting change. And so I combine, I went ahead and got my certifications in everything from nutrition to fitness to coaching and all that to combine into one program. And so that's what we're looking at. So when you see the daily 7, this is based off the 7 pillars. So the 7 pillars are I'll put it up here. So the first one today on there was gratitude. And so it's about seeing the good in your life, because I think so many times we can get stuck in our muck and sometimes it's hard to see through it. But if we can get an outside perspective, then we can actually see things for what they really are. And when we come from an attitude of gratitude, it's easier to navigate through difficult times in our lives and even the changes and the habits. And so the daily moves, I'm going to go over that Tabata. So I did my podcast day was on Tabata. So make sure you check that out if you're interested in that kind of workout. If you're short on time, 4-minute workouts, totally cool. 4-minute workouts and you get the bang for an hour and you get the fat burn for a long time. So I go over the whole entire thing of that in my podcast. But that's a really good way to do if you don't have a lot of time. There's precaution, if you're a beginner workout, or if you're a beginner and you haven't worked out a lot, make sure you take the precautions I mentioned. And then, of course, tribe, I talk about as being a community, because I find that you have to have a community of people to be around you and with you to support, and it's also a way of giving to others and getting outside your box. And then daily fuel, so I don't believe in diet fads. They're a big hindrance to me. Got me caught in a lot of bad places and stuff with that. And so I've studied nutrition and all that. So I believe in putting nutrition into our bodies as energy and really fueling our bodies so we have the most energy to be successful in life, and looking at food from that place and not from an emotional place and not from I can't have these things. It's more of what nutrients am I choosing today to really fuel my body, and educating you guys on that. So you'll see little things on that in there. And then mindset, the story that we tell ourselves is a lot of times where our actions go and what we believe is truly who we become. And so I've learned a lot of that just in the past 6 months from Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi. They're both people that I learn under, and just so much of that and so much of my mindset has changed as a result of listening to them. And so until we change that story, we will never change our true life. If we keep playing the story and the tape in our head of that kid that told us that we were fat when we were in elementary school, and then that kid's not there telling us that story anymore. Who's telling it? We're telling it, but still it's who we are, or who we believe we are. And so we have to change that story. And then Coach's Corner, I think everyone, I have a couple coaches, and someone to speak into your life and give you some things that maybe they've learned and those kind of things. And so Coach's Corner is some tidbits that I think are questions they'll ask you. I find that really good coaches ask really good questions. And so the best coaches and the best mentors I've ever had are the people that just ask me questions and they really make me think, and I come up with kind of the answers myself. And so that's that part. I encourage you to see how many of the 7 you can do every day. But at least try to do one, or at least come up with one small thing that you can do daily that you can make a significant change in. And you might be saying, Jen, that's great, but I don't know exactly what to work on. And we're going to get to that today, because I was thinking, you might not know exactly what to work on and exactly how to figure that out and navigate there. So we're going to go through that today. And I can't take full credit for this, because this is something that I've learned from some of my coaches and some of my mentors, and I've just put it into kind of revamped it into my kind of program and stuff. So it's really creating a vision for your life. And so many times people say, they know what they don't want in life. Like, I don't want these things, but they don't know what they want. If you would say, well, what do you want in life? Well, I don't want. And so really clarifying what we want out of life. And fit is different for everybody else. Fit for some people, it isn't being able to wear a bikini. It's just having the energy to be with their family and their friends and be able to show up every day and be able to be there for their kids later on. So fit is defined by everybody very differently. And it's more about our lifestyle as a whole, because we have to be fit. If we're not fit and mentally and emotionally, we're not going to be fit physically either. So it's looking at that for yourself as a whole. So I want to give you some tools today to help you find out what your fit looks like to you. And then everything needs to filter through that. So I could give you like, these are the things that you should do for your fit lifestyle. But until I really know what your exact fit means, there's no way that we could possibly do that. And there's no way you could possibly know exactly what you should change in your life. And so some questions. When I say good coaches always ask good questions, because they let you come up with the answers. And so the first one would be, what things in your life are you doing that you don't enjoy or that you know you shouldn't do? So look through your life and look through your kind of day and just write down, like, what are the things I don't enjoy doing, that I absolutely hate doing, I don't want part of my life, or that maybe I should stop doing, okay? Then after that, you're going to go to the flip side and go, what are the things that you are doing that bring you a lot of happiness and joy and a sense of purpose? So look at both of those. So what are the things I do that I shouldn't be doing and don't like doing? What are the things that really bring me happiness and purpose? And that I'm doing that I should keep doing, okay? After that, you're going to look at those two lists again, and then you're going to circle any of the ones on the I don't like doing these. I want you to go and circle or X out anything that absolutely makes you not even want to get out of bed in the morning. Like, when you think of that thing, it's that horrible to you. Okay? And then on the happiness side, like the positive side, I have all the things listed. What are the things that you know are leading you to your better self? What are those things that are making you your better self every day? The things that really make you feel like, I'm becoming the person I want to be. Okay? And then after that, so we're going to take both of those lists, and this is when we're going to do the big week through. We think of a year from now, okay? The person I want, the character that I want to be, the person I see myself in a year that I would like to show up and be. And then my negative, all those negative things we listed, right? We're going to put, on there, what are the ones that you need to just stop doing, not even have in your life anymore? Maybe you're doing them because someone else expects you to. Maybe it was a tradition. Maybe it's what people just demand of you, or what a religion demands of you. What is it that you just can stop doing, that don't even need in your life anymore? Because we think about, if we're going to add some movement into our lives, if we're going to add some other healthier behaviors, we have to change some things out. And maybe there's some things that you can just free up time right away. You're just doing it because you feel like you have to keep up with all the other moms, right? Maybe you feel like you're being compared with your kids' school and stuff, and all the other moms do all these things. Well, you don't have to be all other moms. You really don't. Just be you. And we show up in lives of people in different ways, and we contribute different ways, and we should be doing it in a way that's natural for us, and that's flowing out of an abundance, not out of a necessity for acceptance. And so going to scratch out all those, okay? And then, which are things that are habits that just need to be shifted? They're not the best habits, but if you shifted them and made some small things, so we talk about 180, right? 180, I'm turning a different way, right? I'm going a different way because this way isn't working. Well, habits, right? Habits are kind of like, a boat on a sea. And what happens, it starts turning, but it takes some time, right? It's incremental, and that's how lasting change happens. So that 180 sometimes takes a little time, and those habits would. So think about what things you just need to be shifted. Okay. After that, what things are things that you don't like doing that you could actually have someone else do? And, I never really thought of that at all before I heard a training on that. But sometimes in your life, you have things that you don't enjoy doing, and they're eating up your time, your energy, and they drain you because you don't like it. And really, you can have someone else do it. It's okay to have someone come and, cut your lawn, or to, come clean your house once a week, or maybe prepare some meals, whatever it is. Because it's going to free you up time for that's your passion and what you want, and to actually have the lifestyle that you really want. And then from that list of things that aren't serving you, which things do you not know the answer to, but you need to figure out what to do with them. So some things we could just totally like throw away, right? Some things we could give to somebody else. Some things just need a little bit of a shift in our habits. And then some things are like, I'm not quite sure where that one falls. I need to keep it on the list and see. Okay? Then in your positive side, okay, which things will you keep as a priority for this year? So which things in your life that bring you the most passion, the most purpose, and that make you feel the most fulfilled and happy from your list of just all those positive things? Which ones will you take and will you say, those need to be definitely in my year? Like, those are priorities to me. My family's a priority. When I get to go spend time with my family on the weekends and I'm not, so tired or running around, like that's something I really want in my life. Or maybe, I really want to move up in my job. Like, I'm working really hard for the next level. That's a priority in my life. My health is a priority, okay? So after that, you have all of those things. Now, we've narrowed down, like, probably a huge list. At least I did when I did that. And this is where the key comes in. And this is where everything filters from in your entire world from now on. Look at those things, okay? And there's probably going to be a few categories that stand out. Like, maybe it's family, health, career, maybe it's family, health, maybe it's religion, whatever it is, whatever you mean, but make it only 3 or 4 buckets. Like, these are things that are leading me to be that person I want to be. Okay, and those are your buckets for the year. And anything that comes along your way has to be filtered against those buckets. If it doesn't fit into one of the buckets, it's a no. And that freed me up. Someone who would say yes to everything, okay? I would run myself crazy, and then I couldn't take care of myself the way I should be in all areas and have a fully fit lifestyle because I was saying yes to so many things and I wasn't being true to myself because I was worried about laying people down or not showing up for them or what they would think. And finally it's like, well, no, that's not leading me to the person I really want to be. So that's a no, because I want to be my best self. I want to have these certain things in my life in a year. And in order to do that, I have to be able to say no to things. Okay. So when you look at that, that's going to free you up, because if fit and healthy, or maybe you want to get on top of your nutrition and working out and just start moving. And when you start looking at that bucket, why do you want that? Well, I want that because I would like to have these things. At the end of the year, I'd like to just have more energy at the end of the day and not just plop down on the couch so I can actually be engaged with my kids or my husband. I want to just look sexy again for my guy, or be confident if I'm going out there and dating, or I just want to, learn how to teach my kids to have healthier habits so they don't struggle like I do when they're my age. That's how we look at where your habits need to change. I'm not going to tell you that you need to really, zone in on counting, all your macronutrients and everything in this obsessive type way if you're not wanting to get ripped abs and all that, because it wouldn't serve you. It wouldn't fit into you're not going to be motivated to do something that's not going to fit into your buckets and what those look like. And that's what your fit life looks like in everything, in every area. So then when I say look at weekly, one thing that you can make a shift on, one thing that you could say, this is a habit, this is something I can start doing now that will make incremental changes, and over time it adds up. You look at your buckets. Okay, I have my family, I have my health, maybe I have my work, maybe I have volunteer, wherever your buckets are. Which one of those right now would give me the most? Which one, if I invested in the most, would give me kind of the most bang for my buck type of thing? Which one's gonna, if I invest in that, will I get the most out of it? And which one's gonna be the easiest for me to start incorporating? And that's the bucket you're gonna choose. Then you're gonna think of one habit from there. Okay, what's one thing that I could start doing daily? Just one thing for the whole week that I could start doing daily that's going to lead me up to where it's going to start making those shifts. And then we add on to it each week. So maybe it's simply, I really just need to start, I want to be able to get up, have the kids go ready and get to work, and I still not be rushed. I want to be on top of my mornings more. Maybe that's something that, if you, nothing is worse than having rushed mornings, right? And so maybe it's just simply, I'm going to make a point that I start getting up 10 minutes earlier, or maybe I'm going to make a point that before we go to bed, everything is truly in its place, truly ready to go. And that's something doable. You could do that every single day for an entire week, right? And then build upon that the next week. That's something that's practical, right? Realistic. Same thing with our nutrition. maybe it's just simply, we eat out way too much. We're going to stop eating out so much. Maybe we'll eat out one day a week and make it a nice thing, just that one night. We start learning to do more, meals at home and learn about nutrients and fueling our bodies a little bit more, so that way we have more energy as a family. So there's lots of little hacks you can do, and if you're struggling with it all, reach out to me, because I'm here to totally help you navigate through it, because sometimes it can be a little difficult to kind of figure out where you should focus. But if you think about which one's like really, or maybe which one is the most pressing, sometimes if you have a doctor report and the doctor gets on your case, like that's going to be the most pressing. So let's take a look at that. What did he say? What is there? Is your cholesterol? Is your high blood pressure? Where is it? And then we navigate from there. So I hope that serves you. I'm gonna put these. I've made a little worksheet for us. So I'm gonna put it in the files, and I'll attach it to this video as well for those of you who watch the replay. And that way then you can go on and start filtering through that. But I think if you have that done, then each week when I get on, we talk and we start navigating through just everything fitness-wise and nutrition and mindset, you'll be able to start really seeing patterns and really be able to start seeing the progress made, because we won't be so scattered. And we'll hopefully have more time, because hopefully we had some, not to-do list. Hopefully we threw some of that away. Okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. If I confused you at all, I didn't mean to, but you never know. And so let me know about that. One last thing I wanted to tell you about is that I'm starting something you might hear me talk about. It's called Fit Family. Okay? And I was thinking, I'm like, okay, there's a problem I'm seeing. I'm seeing that, as parents struggle with their weight, and, as our society's getting more and more obese, right? Kids are getting obese, right? There's so much research coming out right now about how many kids are obese and what a problem it is, especially with how much they're not as active as we were. And so with that being a concern, I thought, you know what? The problem is that, typically obese parents breed obese kids. To become obese parents breed obese kids is an epidemic. It's a vicious cycle. The only way to break that is to have something where the whole family is involved. The whole family decides to get fit together. And so, and I've come up with my 7 pillars, which I told you about earlier. And it's made in, since I was a school teacher, I know how to put things in very kid-friendly ways. So there's daily lessons and daily things on character and mindset and, being a family tribe together and supporting one another and, making meals and talking about how to break it down for your kids, where they learn why they're eating, they want to make those choices and things, and all the exercises around with something that the family does together. And so I created a 12-week program. It's a pilot program. I've not tried this out yet, so I'm offering a significant amount off. I'm offering half off what it will be, because I'm looking for about 10 families. So if you know anybody, if you are one of those people, I'd love to chat with you, see if it's a good fit. But because I'm looking for certain things, I want to make sure it's a good fit for you and for me. And so if you know someone, or if you are that one, I'd love to talk to someone you know about it, and see, like I said, if it's a good fit, and see if they would like to join and be a part, and see what their situation is, and make sure I could truly help them and empower them. But I just feel like by just helping sometimes just one individual, I'm missing the mark a little bit, because there's whole family units that are involved, and whole family units that have unhealthy behaviors, and they just don't know how to change. You just don't know where to go. When you're stuck, you're stuck. You just need someone to show up and show you the way, right? You need someone to tell you, this is what to do. And so that person, this is what to do. And so I'd love to help anyone who's in that situation. And then, of course, I have my 12-week Diet Rebel Unleashed, which is course 7 coming up too. So if you're interested in that, that's another pilot program, as well as 50% off. So both those are starting in about 2 weeks. So if you're interested in everyone, reach out to me. Let me know. They're limited both to 10. So I'm taking just a limited number for a reason, since they're my pilot ones, and since I want to be working a little extra closely with those who are in it, just to gain your feedback and really work together to make sure the program's really built out strongly. So anyway, that's what I have for you guys today. I love it. Dean always says, take what served you and throw the rest away. So take what served you and throw the rest away. I hope something did. If you guys post your questions, let me know what your questions are, what your struggles are. Then I can come on with trainings that actually really are meaningful to you. So make sure you post those. Make sure you let me know where your struggles are. Anything that doesn't make sense or anything that I can help you with. If I don't know the answer, I will find someone who has the answer and bring them on, or I will seek it out myself and get the information for you. So know that whatever you need, I'm here for you. Have an amazing rest of your week and day, and I will be back on Sunday live at 7 again, and I'll send out a survey to kind of find out what other times are good and see maybe this might not be a good time. But anyway, let me know what's good for you so I can actually be here for you guys. So be brave, be kind, live authentically, and always shine. All right, tribe, I'll talk to you later.